When people imagine van life, they usually think about freedom, adventure, beautiful places. But after years of living this lifestyle, I've found the hardest part isn't the small space, the weather, or even the logistics. It's something much quieter than that. Hi, I'm Catherine. I've been living van life for several years now. There's so much I truly love about it. But there's one challenge that surprised me more than anything else, and that's the loneliness. Before van life, I thought the hardest parts would be downsizing, living in a tiny space, finding places to park, the finances, the budgeting. Yes, all these things really matter, but they're practical problems. They have solutions. Loneliness is different. One that people don't always talk about, and I didn't even consider when I first started my van life or planning it. How much time you spend alone. Days can pass quietly. As a solo traveler, I drove alone, I ate alone, I explored alone, I made decisions alone. Even when enjoying my solitude, there can be moments where the silence feels heavy. And what surprised me wasn't just being alone, it was how constant it can feel. There's no coworkers, no casual social interactions, no familiar daily rhythm with other people that I was used to in the past. It was just me and a lot of time. Some days it felt peaceful. Other days it felt isolating. Especially during long stretches of driving, bad weather, the hard days, holidays, or when life was sort of uncertain or I was feeling uncertain about where I was going. These are the moments that made me really feel the absence of people while I was on the road. Another area of van life is the invisible fatigue. And I didn't really expect this. It's how tiring it can be, not physically, but mentally. The background stress of always needing to think ahead, always needing to problem solve, always needing to be aware. Is there enough water? Is the power okay? Do I have enough food? What if I get stuck? Should I venture out here or not? These are all things that sort of having to make decisions at all the time when you're on the road, where to park, what to do, and just around the safety, which I'll do another video on that as a solo female traveler. But here's the important part. Feeling lonely doesn't mean you've made a mistake. It doesn't mean van life is wrong. It just means you're human. And I had to remind myself of that. What helped me manage loneliness was creating small routines. I do some work online, which gave me some structure, which was really helpful. The first couple years I traveled a lot, and I didn't really spend more than a few days in one spot. The last 2 years I've been staying longer in places, up to 2 weeks in a boondocking area. This gave me connection to a place and the ability to talk and meet other travelers. Going back to familiar spots, I really love exploring new places, but I've gone back to a few familiar ones, and this helped create connection and memories. Another one was reaching out to family and friends. I started talking to a friend every week, which helped me feel connected. I started accepting the feeling rather than fighting it. It was okay to feel alone. It didn't define me. Loneliness becomes easier when you stop expecting yourself to feel adventurous every single day. Van life gives incredible freedom, but freedom and solitude often come together. And no one really warns you how deeply you might feel that at times. If you've experienced this too, you're absolutely not alone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.